welcome back to the Honor Display and to AEW Collision Out of 10. This week's collision includes some big matches, including a match for a shot at the World Tag Team Championships and Darby Allin going up against Johnny TV in the main event. Chris Statlander was also in action, as well as much more. But we started things off, like I said, with Darby Allin against Johnny TV. And Allin walked out with a big win despite looking like he might lose from the start. Johnny started off with a Russian leg sweep and then continued to straight the offense off, but missed a big splash on the steel steps outside the ring to allow then hit a coffin drop on the outside and almost hit a razor edge before Johnny spun out of it. In the end, Allin dodged a Starship Pain and then comboed up with a Code Red and a coffin drop for the win. After the match, Allin took the mic and challenged anyone who wanted to face him before Brody King eventually came out. The two got into scrap before King powerbombed Allin onto the ramp outside the ring and accepted his challenge. Yeah, surprised it's not Lashley, but it all led up to that moment, which is fair enough. I think Allin King's going to be a great match, but I really thought that'd be Lashley. So yeah, a bit surprising. Before, we got a really funny match between the Outrunners and GYV. It was pretty much over before it started. The Outrunners nearly got caught in a Doomsday device, but broke out of it, and then promptly rolled out the GYV to score a shocking victory. Yeah, I thought GYV was supposed to be getting pushed, but they almost got squashed here. Very strange, but I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10 just to see where it goes. But I think, not great stuff for the GYV here. Before Britt Baker was in the backstage segment, she talked about the Women's Championship picture and said she deserves to belong in it. She said she's been keeping an eye on watching Mariah May and now ready to go down that path. So, very much looking forward to seeing Britt come off the top title. It's probably what she deserves, to be honest. Before Willow Nightingale and the conglomeration are talking in a backstage interview, Willow says that Baker will have to wait her turn because she's actually going after May first. And then Briscoe then went off on Jericho before we got Willow Nightingale versus Trish Adora. Another pretty quick match. Nightingale got the advantage and never let it go, with May watching in the front row. Adora was simply no match for Nightingale, and Willow ended up things with a massive powerbomb for the win. After the match, May tried to get involved in the Slut Willow, but Nightingale caught it and dragged her over the barricade and onto the mat. Nightingale tried powerbomb, but May slipped out of it and then got the slap on Willow anyway before running off. Get a 6 out of 10 from me. Not the worst match, but I think it's going to be an intriguing one with May, Britt Baker, and Willow Nightingale all going for the title. So Danielson interrupted that conversation. It's going to be Britt Baker versus Willow Nightingale with a win. Then going on to face the champ at the pay-per-view. So I think that's kind of a good way around getting it. So very much looking forward to that. Before Willie Uta basically had a squash match against Beef and you can kind of guess what happened here. It didn't do much for Uta, but it was looked over by the former BCC who were watching. And that shot as well. I think that's basically what we want to see from it, and it worked. Before we got Orange Cassidy against Kyle O'Reilly against the Premier Athletes. This one was mostly back and forth affair from the start, but got a bit chaotic at the end. Later in the match, OC looked primed to win things with an orange punch, but Mark Sterling distracted the ref and kept the match going. Josh Woods then dragged Cassidy out of the ring and hit a low blow on Romero, who was on hand to try and help. Briscoe then came running out and made the save. This allowed Cassidy to take out Sterling and then hit an orange punch on Tony Nese. The match came to an end with Cassidy and O'Reilly pinning and submitting the athletes simultaneously, respectively. Get 6 out of 10 from me. I think basically, just to showcase here, of the conglomeration, another solid win for them, but nothing too big. 6 out of 10. But basically, we then got Hologram versus Commander versus Nick Wayne versus Action Andretti, and you could imagine this was chaotic, all 4 men going at it from the beginning. They also participated in a sequence of back-to-backs, incredible moves, which also included Commander once again showing off his athleticism and high flying. In the end, Commander dropped Hologram with a shooting star press over the top rope, and Nick Wayne got in there and hit the Wayne's World on Commander to take him out. Andretti then got in the action, tossing Wayne out of the way. Hologram was finally able to get back on his feet and hit his finisher on Andrade to get the win. And it's always fun to watch these guys do it. I think Hologram winning in the end keeps his streak going. So I think probably a right result. Just didn't really kind of feel like it had an end goal though. So I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10 for match quality, but for storyline less than that. Statlander then took on Zoe Lynn, and this one was over before it even started. The squash match. After the match, Mercedes Moné came down to trash talk, and Camille followed up. Statlander and Monet and Camille also is going to be a very interesting feud with Statlander being taken out. I don't know how you can grade something like this. Statlander just dominated, Monet, I think that could be a very interesting one down the line as well. So intrigued to see where that all goes. But that alone gets a 6 out of 10 from me. Before we got Private Party versus Top Flight versus House of Black in the main event of the night, with the 3 teams winner and the winner getting a tag title shot. All 3 teams were going at it from the start, but it's Private Party who would do enough to get them on top. Later in the match, House of Black got interrupted by Andretti, who showed up for a drink at Buddy. The entire group then left to deal with him, allowing Dante Martin to get the upper hand and dive through the ropes on top of the group, which was quickly followed up by Cassidy. And the Chaos Private Party got Dante Martin back in the ring and hit gin and juice on him, grabbing the win. While the match itself wasn't anything special, Private Party getting the shot is absolutely awesome. They contributed to the rise in the rankings of the teams, feels like getting stage to have a match with a Young Bucks like that is very well deserved. So yeah, gets a 7 out of 10 from me. And overall, AEW Collision gets a 7 out of 10 from me. Yeah, good stuff. I thought, a really good episode of Collision. I really enjoyed the main event, and I think there are some very interesting storylines kind of coming up down the path here as well. Alan v King's going to be a great match. So yeah, on the whole, good stuff, and yeah, gets a 7 out of 10.
Hey guys, that's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe, follow us on our socials, link in the description below for daily wrestling news, meme and content. Subscribe to our other channels on screen right now, that'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.